outside the Billy Bremner statue, and you may recognise this face from the infamous attacking of the charts earlier in the year after our promotion win. Hello, welcome to this beautiful statue we've got here on this not quite so sunny day. Now, we've got you here because we want to find out a bit more behind the whole Facebook group that you set up to get this record onto the charts like you did. I mean, where did it all start?
The initial idea was through a conversation with my nephew Tom, and it was just after we beat them at all there 1-0 in the cup, and he suggested to me that we created a Facebook group to celebrate beating Manchester, you know.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a good idea. So I went on Facebook, and I was looking on Facebook, and people had already done it.
Yeah.
There was loads of them, loads of Facebook groups. And at the time, Leeds were top of the table, riding high, and looked like they were going to win the title. So then I decided to create a Facebook group, celebrate winning the title by making March On Together number 1.
Marching on together, we're gonna see you win. We are so proud, we shout it out loud, we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.
And how did you end up as this powerful three, these music moguls, like with Ian and you say Kevin as well?
Kevin. Well, we were a good team because Kevin Smith, I don't know if he actually owns all the record, but he owns rights to the record. So without his permission and him working on getting it digitally remastered, we couldn't have done anything. And Ian has been a massive Leeds fan since he was a kid, and he still works in the music industry. He's got Crash Records in town, and he's got a lot of contacts within the music industry. So after an idea, and the two people were very concerned with it, we got together and took it from there.
So we've got a bit of the background now. I just want to find out a bit more about yourself and your love of Leeds, really. Where did that all start?
I don't think I've ever not had a love for Leeds. I mean, I worked here as a tray boy when I was about 11 or 12. My first game was when we beat Forest. I think we beat them 1-0 and we won the title. I think it was 69. My mate's father brought me down, and it's been like a drug ever since. You know, I've come here ever since.
So many ups and downs as well through the years, especially recently. How does it make you feel now we've got promoted to the Championship after all the grief of going down to League One?
Well, it's wonderful to see things positive happening again. You know, there's been, like you said, there's a lot of downs, a lot of negatives, but that's the game. That's about being a football supporter and a player, and it's everything to do with football. But it's definitely great to see things looking up again. Things looking positive. It's a good feeling. Yeah, I'm hopeful.
We shout it out loud, we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Here we go with Leeds United. We're gonna give the boys a hand. Stand up and sing for Leeds United. They are the greatest in the land. Every day we're all gonna say we love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.
We're now here in the East Stand near the boxes. I'm sure some of these corporate people have been supporting the cause as well with your Facebook group. I mean, when did it really hit you and make you realise that, you know what, this is really taking off?
It took a while because I started the group in January last year, and it's never been a slow group, and just by word of mouth and everybody's on Facebook sending messages and links to other groups, it did very, very well in a short space of time. But once the season was closing in, and Leeds United said if they won promotion they'd get involved, I think it was up to about 20,000 members when Leeds were promoted. Then they put a link onto their site, and it just went absolutely insane. You could sit and watch the numbers increasing by the minute of members, people joining it. The support for it came from all over the world, international people leaving messages on from all over the world. and you could literally, it was like watching a clock ticking over as people joined it. It was.
Did you sit there pressing F5, watching the numbers go up all the
constantly,
time?
yeah. It was a sort of no end of amusement for me. It was wonderful, yeah. Just mesmerised me. It was great.
Marching on together, we're gonna see you win. We are so proud, we shout it out loud, we love your Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.
How did you feel when that happened, when it got called out on Radio 1, of all places, you know, where they play all these new songs, and then Marching On Together comes on the radio? How did you feel?
I felt ecstatic, especially with what the DJ said on Radio 1. He said, there's a lot of people going to be unhappy with this, and there's a lot of people going to like it. And he was very upset that it wasn't in his normal rhythm of songs, like dance stuff and that. And he had to play Marching On Together on national radio. I just fell about laughing, you know, and I think a lot of people did as well. You know, it was absolutely great to have people in Norwich and Southampton and Bristol, Glasgow, you name it, hearing Marching On Together as they were driving home from work. It was brilliant.
I can imagine their text machine was 50-50 with messages from other fans and then messages with Leeds fans as well, saying, oh, this is just amazing. I know I was one of those that was sat there thinking, this is just spot on, this is.
There were a few negative comments, but they some got deleted, you know, pop off, you know. Blocked, yeah. But most were positive, you know. Even I even looked at other sites, and the Norwich site, there were people there moaning about it, but there were others saying what a passionate set of fans Leeds fans are. You know, you got a mixed reaction from everywhere.
All the best for the future, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again in a few months when you bring Plan B into action.
There is a Plan B, and thank you very much.
So